Join us on an exploration of the remarkable life and career of Alan Shearer. His wife shares some insight information we did not know about this amazing player. Shearer's journey to greatness was not without its challenges. As a young aspiring footballer, he faced doubts about his capabilities and physical stature. However, these hurdles only fueled his determination to prove himself on the pitch. Alan Shearer's journey into the world of football had its roots in the vibrant streets of Gosforth, Newcastle upon Tyne. Born on August 13, 1970, to parents Anne and a hard-working sheet metal worker named Alan Shearer, young Alan's upbringing was firmly rooted in a working-class environment. His father, recognizing his son's budding talent and passion for the game, encouraged him to pursue football from a young age. Growing up in this football-loving household, Shearer's childhood was filled with the joy of the beautiful game. He attended Gosforth Central Middle School and later Gosforth High School, where he honed his skills and developed a deep connection with football. As a youth, he played football on the streets of his hometown, initially as a midfielder, allowing him to be actively involved in the games he loved. His early leadership qualities also shone through as he captained his school team. Shearer's talents didn't go unnoticed, and he played a pivotal role in helping a Newcastle City Schools team secure victory in a prestigious seven-a-side tournament held at the iconic St James Park. However, it was at Wallsend Boys Club, an amateur youth club, that Shearer's journey to football stardom truly began. It was here that he was discovered by Southampton scout Jack Hickson, a pivotal moment that would change the course of his life. Shearer's summers were soon filled with training sessions alongside Southampton's youth team, an experience he later credited as the making of me. Prior to joining Southampton, Shearer had successful trials with several First Division clubs, including West Bromwich Albion, Manchester City, and his beloved Newcastle United. However, it was Southampton that saw his immense potential and offered him a youth contract in April 1986, setting the stage for the remarkable professional career that would follow. Alan Shearer's progression from a determined young talent to a professional footballer took a significant step forward when he joined Southampton. This marked the beginning of his professional career and a dream come true for the aspiring young footballer. Wearing the colours of Southampton, Shearer embarked on his professional journey with boundless enthusiasm and dedication. His early performances at the club's youth level showcased his incredible goal-scoring ability and innate talent. It didn't take long for him to catch the eye of the coaching staff and fans alike. Shearer's progression through the ranks at Southampton was swift. He quickly made a name for himself as a goal-scoring sensation in the youth team, consistently finding the back of the net with precision and flair. His ability to score goals in a variety of ways, from powerful headers to clinical finishes, marked him as a player destined for greatness. One of the defining moments in Shearer's early career at Southampton was his breakthrough into the first team. His remarkable performances in the youth setup earned him the opportunity to showcase his talents at the senior level. It was a pivotal moment for the young striker, who was eager to prove himself on the grand stage of professional football. As Shearer made his debut for Southampton's first team, his impact was immediate. His ability to find the net and contribute to the team's success did not go unnoticed. The football world began to take notice of this prodigious talent who had emerged from the youth ranks. Shearer's time at Southampton served as a crucial stepping stone in his career. It was here that he honed his skills, developed his footballing IQ, and gained the experience that would set the stage for his remarkable journey in English football. Alan Shearer's journey in professional football reached new heights when he moved to Blackburn Rovers, marking a crucial chapter in his career. His time at Blackburn not only solidified his status as a goal-scoring sensation, but also played a pivotal role in the club's historic Premier League victory. Upon joining Blackburn Rovers, Shearer quickly established himself as the linchpin of the team's attack. His ability to find the back of the net with remarkable consistency made him an indispensable asset for the club. Shearer's goal-scoring exploits ignited the passion of Blackburn's fans and fueled the club's title aspirations. The 1994-95 Premier League season would prove to be a defining moment in Alan Shearer's career. He played a pivotal role in Blackburn's quest for the league title, demonstrating his ability to thrive under immense pressure. Shearer's clinical finishing and leadership on the pitch propelled Blackburn Rovers to their first top-flight championship in 81 years. During that memorable season, Shearer's goal-scoring prowess was in full display as he notched an impressive 34 goals, earning him the Golden Boot Award as the Premier League's top scorer. His remarkable contributions to Blackburn's title triumph cemented his status as one of the most sought-after strikers in England. Following his successful stint with Blackburn Rovers, Shearer's reputation as a goal-scoring phenomenon continued to grow. His performances had made him a household name, and he became a player in high demand by top clubs in the country. Alan Shearer's journey to prominence extended beyond club football. He also made significant contributions to the England national team, representing his country with pride and distinction. His leadership and goal-scoring ability were assets to the national side, and he would go on to become one of England's all-time leading goal scorers. One of the defining moments in Alan Shearer's career and his journey to becoming a national hero came during the 1996 UEFA European Championship, commonly known as Euro 96. This tournament not only showcased his extraordinary talent, but also solidified his status as a beloved figure in English football. As the tournament unfolded, Shearer emerged as the linchpin of the England national team's attack. His goal-scoring exploits and ability to lead from the front made him the focal point of the squad. Shearer's performances were nothing short of exceptional, and he carried the hopes and dreams of an entire nation on his shoulders. During Euro 96, Shearer's remarkable goal-scoring run captured the hearts of England fans. He showcased his clinical finishing, composure under pressure, and knack for delivering when it mattered most. His memorable goals, including a stunning header against Germany in the semi-final, left an indelible mark on the tournament. One of the standout moments of Euro 96 was Shearer's partnership with fellow striker Teddy Sheringham. Their combination on the field created a formidable attacking force that propelled England to the semi-finals, marking the team's best performance in a major international tournament since the 1966 World Cup victory. While England ultimately faced heartbreak in the semi-final, Shearer's contributions had not gone unnoticed. His performances during Euro 96 earned him the Golden Boot as the tournament's top scorer and solidified his status as a national hero. He became a symbol of hope and pride for England fans who hailed him as a footballing legend. Beyond the accolades and awards, Alan Shearer's role in Euro 96 had a profound impact on the nation. His dedication, leadership, and unwavering commitment to the England team inspired a generation of young footballers. Shearer had become more than just a footballer. He was a symbol of national unity and pride, embodying the spirit of the sport and the nation. Alan Shearer's career is punctuated by a multitude of highlights and achievements that solidified his status as one of England's greatest footballers. From record-breaking transfers to memorable moments on the pitch, his journey in football was laden with remarkable accomplishments. One of the most significant milestones in Shearer's career came with his record-breaking transfer to Newcastle United in 1996. The £15 million transfer fee was a world record at the time, showcasing the immense faith placed in his goal-scoring abilities. Shearer's return to his hometown club was a dream come true for both him and the passionate Newcastle fans. During his time at Newcastle United, Shearer continued to be a prolific goal-scorer. His memorable moments in the black and white stripes of the Magpies are etched in football history. Whether it was his thunderous strikes, expertly taken penalties, or headers from set pieces, Shearer's ability to find the back of the net remained unparalleled. In the 1994-95 season, Shearer was not only a key figure in Blackburn Rovers' Premier League title triumph, but also secured the Golden Boot as the Premier League's top scorer, with an impressive 34 goals. His consistency in front of goal earned him numerous accolades and records, including being the first player to score 30 or more goals in 3 consecutive Premier League seasons. Throughout his career, Shearer's goal-scoring prowess was not limited to club football. He made significant contributions to the England national team, becoming one of the all-time leading goal scorers for his country. His ability to score goals consistently on the international stage solidified his status as a true footballing legend. Accolades and honours flowed abundantly for Shearer. He was named the PFA Young Player of the Year, received the Football Writers Association Footballer of the Year award, and earned a place in the PFA Team of the Year multiple times. His name became synonymous with excellence and consistency in English football. In addition to individual awards, Shearer's impact on the sport was recognised when he was inducted into the Premier League Hall of Fame, further underscoring his significance in the history of the English game. While Alan Shearer's career was filled with remarkable highs and achievements, it was not without its fair share of challenges and adversity. Throughout his journey, he confronted significant obstacles and controversies that tested his resilience and character. One of the notable challenges Shearer faced during his career was injuries. Like many athletes, he had to contend with various injuries that threatened to derail his progress. These injuries included setbacks such as knee problems, which required surgeries and rehabilitation. Controversies also marked certain chapters of Shearer's career. He faced scrutiny and criticism at times, as is often the case with high-profile athletes. One of the most significant controversies during Shearer's career was his altercation with Neil Lennon during a Premier League match between Newcastle United and Leicester City in 1998. The incident led to disciplinary action, highlighting the pressures and intensity of top-level football. Beyond the football pitch, Alan Shearer led a fulfilling personal life centred around his family and loved ones. Family played a significant role in shaping his character and providing support throughout his journey in football. An important aspect of Alan Shearer's personal life was his relationship with his partner Lania. The couple shared a strong bond, and their enduring partnership was a source of stability and support throughout his career. Lania was a constant presence by Shearer's side, both during his footballing endeavours and in their life beyond the sport. She reveals that his mental health was tested multiple times because the pressure was super high. This took a toll on their relationship. Alan Shearer and Lania's relationship blossomed into a family of their own as they became parents to 3 children. Their family life provided a sense of balance and perspective, allowing Shearer to excel both on and off the pitch. Join us on the remarkable journey of Keegan, a football legend whose impact transcends generations. Today, we share some controversies of his personal life, where his wife reveals some shocking information about the comments he recently made. Keegan's journey to football stardom began in the modest surroundings of Doncaster, England, where he was born into a working-class family on February 14, 1951. From a young age, Keegan was immersed in a world where football was not just a game, but a way of life. The streets and local parks of his hometown served as the first stages for his budding football talent, where he would spend countless hours honing his skills, often playing until the sun went down. In these early years, Keegan's passion for football was fueled by his dreams of playing professionally, inspired by the heroes he watched on television and read about in newspapers. Despite the challenges that came with his modest background, including limited access to formal training and resources, Keegan's determination to succeed in football was unwavering. His family, recognizing his talent and ambition, supported his aspirations, encouraging him to pursue his dreams with hard work and perseverance. Keegan's early football education came through the school system and local youth clubs, where his natural talent quickly set him apart from his peers. His exceptional abilities on the field, particularly his speed, agility, and scoring goals, caught the attention of scouts and coaches. It wasn't long before Keegan's talent earned him a place at Scunthorpe United, a professional club that would offer him his first taste of football at a competitive level. The transition from playing in local parks to training and competing with Scunthorpe United marked a pivotal moment in Keegan's early life. It was here that he began to seriously develop his skills, understanding of the game, and physical fitness under the guidance of experienced coaches. This period was crucial in shaping Keegan's character and footballing philosophy, instilling in him a strong work ethic, a team-first attitude, and a deep love for the game that would define his career. At Scunthorpe United, where Keegan began his professional career, he encountered the challenge of proving himself worthy of a regular spot on the team. The transition from a promising young talent to a professional player in the competitive environment of the Football League was daunting. Keegan had to compete against more experienced and physically imposing players, which required him not only to utilize his natural abilities, but also to develop his physical strength and tactical understanding of the game. Another challenge for Keegan was the skepticism from some quarters about his size and physical stature. Standing at 5 feet 8 inches, he was not the most physically imposing figure on the pitch. Critics questioned whether he could handle the physicality of English football, a doubt that Keegan was determined to dispel through his performances. His journey to stardom truly began when he joined Liverpool in 1971, a move that marked the start of a legendary era both for Keegan and the club. Under the stewardship of Bill Shankly and later Bob Paisley, Liverpool was transforming into a powerhouse of English and European football, and Keegan was set to play a central role in this ascendancy. From the outset, Keegan's impact at Liverpool was profound. With his exceptional pace, remarkable agility, and innate scoring ability, he quickly became a fan favourite. His partnership with John Toshak up front became legendary, known for their complementary styles and mutual understanding on the pitch, which tormented defences across England and Europe. Keegan's first season culminated in him helping Liverpool secure the league title, a sign of the success that was to follow. However, it was in the mid-1970s that Keegan truly cemented his status as one of the best players in the world. His performances in the 1972-73 and 1973-74 seasons were instrumental in Liverpool winning the league titles and the UEFA Cup in 1973, showcasing his ability to perform on the biggest stages. Keegan's flair, work rate, and leadership qualities were becoming undeniable, making him an indispensable part of the team. The pinnacle of Keegan's time at Liverpool came in the late 1970s, particularly the 1976-77 season, when Liverpool clinched the European Cup for the first time in its history. Keegan's contributions were crucial throughout the campaign, culminating in a standout performance against Borussia Mönchengladbach in the final. Although he announced his departure from Liverpool at the end of that season, his legacy was already immortalised. Kevin Keegan's venture into European football, particularly his spell with Hamburger SV in the Bundesliga, stands as a transformative period in his career, further solidifying his status as one of football's global icons. Moving to Hamburg in 1977, Keegan embarked on a journey that would not only challenge him personally and professionally, but also leave an indelible mark on European football. At Hamburger SV, Keegan was thrust into a new footballing culture and tasked with leading a team that was eager to establish itself as a force in German and European football. His arrival in Hamburg was met with great anticipation, and Keegan quickly rose to the occasion. Demonstrating his characteristic determination, skill, and leadership, he became the catalyst for one of the most successful eras in the club's history. Keegan's impact at Hamburger SV was profound. He led the team to the Bundesliga title in the 1978-79 season, ending a 19-year wait for the league championship. His performances were not only pivotal in securing domestic success, but also elevated Hamburg's stature on the European stage, with the club reaching the final of the European Cup in 1980. Though they narrowly missed out on the title, Keegan's influence in propelling Hamburg to such heights was undeniable. His success in Germany was recognized with the highest individual honors in football, as Keegan won the prestigious Ballon d'Or in 1978 and 1979. These accolades affirmed his excellence and marked him as one of the preeminent players of his time, achieving a level of acclaim that few English footballers had reached on the international stage. Kevin Keegan's international career with the England national team was marked by his exceptional talent, leadership, and the same relentless drive that characterized his club career. Keegan made his debut for England in 1972, embarking on a journey that would see him earn 63 caps and score 21 goals for his country. His tenure with the national team highlighted his capability to perform at the highest level, reinforcing his status as one of the finest English footballers of his generation. Keegan's influence on the international stage grew steadily, and by the late 1970s, he had established himself as England's captain, a role in which his leadership qualities shone brightly. His tenure as captain saw him lead England with passion and determination, embodying the spirit and aspirations of the team during a period that included both highs and lows. One of Keegan's most notable contributions to England came during the qualifying stages for the 1982 FIFA World Cup. His leadership and performance on the pitch were instrumental in securing England's place at the tournament in Spain, marking England's return to the World Cup stage after a 12-year absence. Although injury issues limited his participation in the tournament, his role in getting the team to that stage was undeniable. Despite the absence of a major international trophy during his time with England, Keegan's international career is remembered for his commitment to the national team and his ability to inspire those around him. His performances in the England shirt were characterised by the same energy, skill and tenacity that defined his club career. Keegan's pride in representing his country was evident in every match he played, leaving a lasting impression on fans and teammates alike. Kevin Keegan's transition from a celebrated player to a respected manager marks a significant chapter in his footballing saga, showcasing his deep understanding of the game and his ability to inspire and lead from the sidelines. After hanging up his boots, Keegan's passion for football remained undiminished, driving him to take on new challenges in the managerial arena. His foray into management began with Newcastle United in 1992, a club close to his heart and one he would dramatically transform in the years to come. At Newcastle, Keegan inherited a team languishing in the second tier of English football, but quickly set about reviving the club's fortunes. His philosophy was clear from the outset: to play attacking, entertaining football that not only yielded results but also captivated the fans. Under his guidance, Newcastle United earned promotion to the Premier League, where they would become one of the most exciting teams to watch, famously dubbed the Entertainers for their dynamic style of play. Keegan's ability to motivate his players and instill a winning mentality was evident as Newcastle mounted a serious title challenge, coming tantalisingly close to winning the Premier League in the 1995-96 season. Keegan's managerial career also saw him take the helm at several other clubs, including Fulham, where he achieved promotion to the Premier League, and Manchester City, where he further cemented his reputation as a manager capable of building competitive teams. Perhaps one of his most notable roles came when he took charge of the England national team in 1999. Though his tenure was marked by ups and downs, it underscored Keegan's commitment to the national side and his desire to bring success to his country on the international stage. Kevin Keegan's personal life, much like his professional career, is characterised by dedication, love, and a strong sense of family. Married to Jean, whom he met in his hometown of Doncaster when they were just teenagers, Keegan's life off the pitch is a testament to the strength and stability provided by lifelong partnerships. Jean has been a constant presence by Keegan's side throughout the highs and lows of his football career, offering support and grounding him away from the limelight. Together, Kevin and Jean Keegan have built a life enriched with shared experiences and family. They have children who have grown up away from the public eye, with the couple valuing privacy and the sanctity of their family life. Despite the demands of his career in football, both as a player and a manager, Keegan has always prioritised his role as a husband and father, ensuring that his family remained at the forefront of his life. Kevin Keegan has recently come under fire for comments he made regarding female football pundits covering the men's game. Speaking at an event in Bristol, Keegan expressed his reservations about lady footballers commentating on men's matches, stating, "I'm not as keen, I've got to be honest, and it may not be a view shared. I don't like to listen to ladies talking about the England men's team at the match because I don't think it's the same experience. I have a problem with that." These remarks, as reported by the Times newspaper, have sparked a debate and drawn criticism from fans and observers who view his opinions as outdated in the context of modern football. His wife was furious about this and is deeply ashamed of men sharing these comments in public. And that was our journey through the remarkable career and enduring legacy of Kevin Keegan. If you've enjoyed exploring the highs and insightful moments of Keegan's career with us, don't forget to like the video, comment and hit the subscribe button below. Ray Parlour kept his private life guarded until it wasn't private anymore. They said it was a simple split, but the truth is rarely that simple. Finally, the story behind the headlines is here, the pieces that never fit. This is the truth about Ray Parlour's nasty divorce. In the quiet corners of Romford, Essex, a boy named Ray Parlour kicked off his journey through life. Born on March 7th, 1973, in Barking, England, Ray's childhood was painted with the colours of football. From the moment he could walk, he had a ball at his feet and his laughter echoed through the streets as he chased his dreams. As Ray grew older, his love for the game grew too. Every spare moment he had was spent honing his skills, whether it was practicing in the local park or playing with friends until the sun dipped below the horizon. You know, one can say his dedication was unwavering and his passion was unmatched. And as predicted, Ray's talent didn't go unnoticed for long. Scouts soon took notice of the young prodigy, and before he knew it, he was wearing the red and white of Arsenal Football Club. This was the beginning of a remarkable journey that would see Ray highlight his name in footballing history. To give you guys a little overview, Ray Parlour's career at Arsenal was nothing short of legendary. From 1992 to 2004, he became a stalwart of the team, earning the nickname the Romford Pele for his gritty style of play and undeniable skill. Ray was also a midfielder who brought boundless energy and determination to every match, making himself a fan favourite and of his teammates too. One of Ray's defining moments came in the 1993 FA Cup final replay against Sheffield Wednesday. With the game deadlocked at 1-1, Ray scored a stunning long-range goal, securing victory for Arsenal and etching his name into FA Cup folklore. It was a moment of pure brilliance that made him special to his fans forever. Ray did something amazing in the 2002 FA Cup final against Chelsea. Arsenal was losing 0-2, but Ray played really well, scoring an important goal and helping with another. This helped Arsenal come back and win 2-0. It showed that Ray never gives up and has a strong spirit. Besides the FA Cup, Ray also played a big role in Arsenal doing well in the Premier League. He was important in the 2003-2004 season, when Arsenal didn't lose any matches throughout the whole league season. Ray's good play for Arsenal was noticed by everyone in football. He played for the England national team 10 times, proudly representing his country in international games. Even off the field, Ray was liked by fans and teammates because he was friendly and funny. He was known for being down-to-earth and playful, always ready with a joke or a prank to make people around him laugh. But you know how they say, when a man laughs too much, he's hiding something. And in Ray's case, he was hiding the negatives of his nasty divorce. Alright, so divorces are never easy, but they can be especially harsh in the glare of the spotlight. With every tabloid headline and every courtroom battle, Ray Parlour's private pain was turned into a public spectacle. The details of the settlement were splashed across newspapers, with figures that made even seasoned football fans gasp, and at this point, Ray's hard-earned fortune was taking a significant hit, and his reputation, once unblemished, was now tarnished. Now, to make things easier for you, Ray and Karen Parlour were married for 4 years and had 3 children together. During their marriage, Karen played a big part in Ray's life, especially when it came to his career. She helped him tackle his excessive drinking habits and supported him along the way, but despite their efforts, the couple decided to go their separate ways. Now, here's where things get interesting. The Court of Appeal made a landmark ruling in their divorce case that changed how divorce settlements were handled in the UK. Instead of just looking at what each spouse needed, the court decided to take into account Karen's contributions to Ray's success during their marriage. This was a big shift from how things were usually done. In fact, you could also say that with this case, Ray made history. So, what did Karen get from the divorce settlement? Well, she was awarded a chunk of Ray's future earnings. Specifically, she got a third of his annual income, which was about $1,500 out of his total $1.2 million earnings. On top of that, she also received 2 houses worth over $1 million each, a lump sum of $250,000, and Ray had to cover $1 million in legal costs. This case didn't just affect Ray and Karen, though. It set a precedent for future divorce cases in the UK. Now, courts were more likely to consider the non-financial contributions of each spouse when dividing assets. This meant that even if one spouse wasn't the primary breadwinner, their contributions to the marriage could still be recognised and rewarded. The Parlour divorce sparked a lot of public debate about fairness in divorce proceedings. Some people agreed with the court's decision, seeing it as a step towards more equality in divorce settlements. Others thought it was unfair for Ray to have to give up so much of his earnings, especially since he was the one who earned them. From all that we know so far, the juicy details are that Ray and Karen Parlour's divorce wasn't about one big thing going wrong, but more like a bunch of smaller things adding up. Ray used to drink a lot, especially early in his football career, and Karen helped him focus and cut back, playing a role in his success as a player. There was also a bit of a party lifestyle around some of the footballers, and Karen helped Ray move away from that. It seems like they started wanting different things out of life. There were rumours that Ray had been unfaithful, but those were never actually proven. They'd also only been married for a few years, And sometimes being married for a short time shows you that you weren't as good of a match as you thought. And you know what? When he and his wife got divorced, it wasn't just hard for them. Their 3 kids were also in the spotlight. Sometimes when parents get divorced, it gets messy and makes the news. This can be really tough on kids because they might hear people at school talking about their family. Kids of famous people might even have to deal with strangers saying things about their parents. Having your family's problems become public can feel embarrassing or upsetting. Even though Ray and his wife tried to protect their kids, a public divorce can still leave a mark and make things difficult for the children involved. Ray Parlour's divorce was tough. It was all over the news and cost him a lot of money, but Ray didn't let it derail his life. He kept playing professional football for a few more years. He played for a couple of different teams after leaving Arsenal before hanging up his boots for good, but football wasn't the end of Ray's story. Now, you can hear him on the radio or see him on TV talking about football matches. He's become what they call a pundit. Importantly, Ray's also using his fame for good. He's involved with several charities and organizations, helping to raise awareness and support important causes. For example, he's worked with Blythe House Hospice Care and Helen's Trust, both of which provide vital care and support for people dealing with serious illnesses. Not only this, he also actively participates in initiatives supporting local communities, such as fundraising for community centres and youth clubs, as well as programs focused on education and skill building. Parlour also lends his support to health and well-being charities, particularly those addressing mental health awareness and physical fitness. And above all, he's involved in charities aiding sick or disadvantaged children. In the end, Ray Parlour's story goes beyond the big news about his divorce and the legal stuff afterward. During his career, Ray was amazing on the field. He scored memorable goals in FA Cup finals and played a big part in Arsenal's season, where they didn't lose any games. But Ray was more than just a great player. People loved him for being friendly and down-to-earth. But even with all his success in soccer, Ray had personal problems, especially his divorce from Karen Parlour, which was talked about a lot. But beyond what people saw in the news, there's a story of Ray being strong and changing for the better. Ray Parlour's legacy is about overcoming tough times, being strong when things are hard, and doing good with the fame he earned. Even when people stop talking about him in the news, his contributions to soccer and society will be remembered. From Romford to Highbury, Ray Parlour will always be known for hard work, skill, and the true spirit of soccer. That's it for today. Meet you in the next one. Till then, give this video a thumbs up and also don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more such updates. Take care. Anthony Richard Cottee, aka Tony Cottee, enjoyed a very glorious soccer career as one of the most recognisable strikers of his time, but continued to struggle badly in his personal life. After being left by his wife in such a horrible situation, let's see what Tony has to say after 8 years of their divorce. This is one of the most heartbreaking stories in the football industry. Born on 11th of July 1965 in the district of Forest Gate, London, Tony didn't come into this world with a silver spoon in his mouth. His parents belonged to a working class who had to go through endless struggles to ensure a proper upbringing of their child. His father worked as a factory worker, and his mother was a school cleaner whose combined income wasn't sufficient to fulfill even their important needs. But these endless struggles taught Tony the value of hard work and resilience, which he would demonstrate on the field later. Despite their financial struggles, Tony's parents encouraged him to play football, and from his early days the kid showed exceptional talent and a natural affinity for the sport. Gradually, Tony set his foot on the field by playing for youth teams, where he scored amazing goals and showcased his phenomenal striking ability. However, his journey towards the top tier wasn't going to be easy. He was small in size, measuring 5'7", and because of his small size, many people doubted his potential to succeed as a striker in the sport. However, as they say, pressure is what turns a lump of coal into diamond. Similarly, all these doubts only made Tony more determined to achieve his goal and prove his worth to the whole world. At just the age of 17, Cottee made his first division debut with West Ham United on 1st of January 1983 against Tottenham Hotspur, scoring a brilliant goal. And this marked the start of an unforgettable journey that the whole world would remember forever. During the 1982-83 season, Tony played a total 8 games for West Ham United and scored 5 massive goals, proving his superior striking ability. The next seasons only saw a rise of Tony Cottee as a phenomenal striker, as he scored 15 and 17 goals in the 1983-84 and 1984-85 league seasons respectively. Tony's initial soccer career was marked by relentless effort and the will to never stop. His fierce determination and the obsession to succeed quickly gained him recognition within the football industry. By the time the English striker turned 20, he already had 37 magnificent league goals by his name. During the 1985-86 season, Tony scored 20 goals along with his striking partner, Frank McAvenny, who scored 26 times and helped West Ham finish 3rd in the season. Their 46-goal partnership was one of the exciting things of that season. This was also the year when Tony was voted the PFA Young Player of the Year, a highly valuable award for the youngsters. By the time Cottee left West Ham United due to management issues in 1988, he had appeared in 212 games and scored 92 goals in them. Cottee's unimaginable performance in West Ham United quickly got him a record-breaking contract with Everton that was signed for £2.2 million in 1988. It was like everyone knew what Tony was capable of doing with the ball on his days. Making a remarkable debut with Everton on 27 August 1988, Tony scored a brilliant hat-trick against Newcastle United to kick off his 1988-89 season. However, Everton's performance in the upcoming seasons only deteriorated as new managers and assistants were appointed, and 2 new strikers were added to the main lineup. Cottee did try to contribute to his full potential by scoring 13, 10 and 8 goals in the next 3 seasons respectively. His performance and impact as a striker gradually decreased due to several reasons like new signings, poor player form and injuries, of course. By this time, Tony had also started a married life with his childhood friend Lorraine and was enjoying a pretty decent life. But little did he know his personal life would take such a horrible turn just a few years later. Coming back to his professional life, Cottee came back to West Ham United in 1994 in an exchange deal. Playing under the management of Harry Redknapp, Tony scored 13 goals for West Ham that season, helping them fight against relegation as they finished 14th in the table. However, he soon lost his place in the team due to the arrival of 2 new players and managed to play only 3 more games for the club before he was signed to the Malaysian club Selangor. Selangor brought the first trophy for Tony in 1996 as he helped the team win the Malaysian FA Cup with his consistent attacking techniques and striking abilities. However, he soon was signed up to Leicester City, where he scored that memorable goal against title-chasing Manchester United in the UEFA Cup. His first major trophy in England came in the 1999-2000 season as he helped Leicester City lift the League Cup title after defeating Tranmere Rovers. That season, Tony scored 13 goals, which remained as the highest goals scored by any Leicester City player in the Premier League until 2016. Finally, the English striker announced his retirement on 11th of March 2001 at the age of 36, saying that he wanted to spend more time with his family. By this time, Tony had appeared in 742 matches and scored 309 goals in them, showcasing his fierceness and striking ability on the field. However, retirement didn't suit the famous English striker. After having a poor period as the manager of Club Barnet, Tony sought full-time retirement and wanted to spend more time with his wife Lorraine and 3 kids. Tony and Lorraine were married during the mid-90s and were a very happy couple. However, the couple had to go through the complications that come with being a part of the football industry. Tony's frequent travels, super demanding game schedules, and his consistent determination towards the game presented a number of challenges before the couple. However, Lorraine solidly stood by Cottee's side through both ups and downs of his career and resembled unwavering support and trust for their relationship. One of the key challenges that the couple faced in their relationship was lack of time from Tony's side. He constantly stayed away from his wife due to practice matches, games, training and media commitments. But even in such complicated circumstances, Lorraine managed the household, the kids, and supported her family while Tony was out there chasing his dreams. This requires immense resilience and commitment toward the family. Along with all that, public security and criticism came out as another huge challenge for the married couple. To be honest, this comes with the profession. When you are a high-profile athlete, the media will focus on your personal life and try to extract as much gossip as they can, which often raises personal issues and miscommunications. The same happened with Tony and Lorraine, but they stayed strong and solved small problems by talking openly. Tony's willingness to prioritize his family amidst his demanding professional career clearly demonstrates his love for his wife and kids. After all, it was they who he was doing all this for, right? However, things were only good as long as Cottee was playing professionally. As soon as he retired from the game, his personal life collapsed. Tony, who used to earn as much as £5,000 a week, was now earning almost nothing, but he carried on living the lifestyle he was used to. As a result, the family started facing financial problems and things weren't looking good. Amidst all this chaos, Tony's wife Lorraine asked him for a divorce. During an interview in 2010, when the English striker was asked about his divorce, he said, "The problems begin straight away, from the first day you are at home. On retirement, you are in the house much more, and your income is much reduced or even non-existent. This leads to questions like, can't you go out and get a job? Because your wife isn't used to you being around, and also her spending allowance gets cut." Speaking on his divorce, Cottee revealed that it was very tough for him. He was in a different space of life and didn't know how to deal with it. He was facing multiple challenges during that phase and needed someone to support him. But the person he trusted the most left him at his worst phase. Tony also said that he wasn't complaining about this. After all, it was his fault. He didn't know how to manage the limited money. Today, Tony is 58 years old and works as a television football commentator on Sky Sports. After his retirement, he had also worked as an occasional pundit for Malaysian network Astro. He is now married Karen Cottee and enjoys a pretty decent life, with happiness and content. Tony's whole life has been a valuable repository of life lessons for us. Coming out from a middle-class family with limited money and resources, he invested in hard work and determination and rose to become the 17th highest goal scorer in the history of English top-flight football. He prioritized his family more than anything and made sure he was available for them when they needed him the most. Yes, some things didn't go perfectly, but he was also a human, right? Everyone makes mistakes, but he learned from them. Tony Cottee still remains as a living inspiration for hundreds of young players who struggle with family problems and financial issues. Looking at his life, we can learn that if we follow our passion with utmost focus and discipline, we can achieve it, like Cottee did. Make sure to subscribe to the channel to keep getting such inspiring stories on your feed. Thank you for joining us today. See you soon. Discover the captivating